You can go to instamaterial.com to download InstaMAT. There's a pretty decent pricing structure offered by the company. For individuals, you pay $9.99 a month, that's USD. There's also an option for a perpetual license at $49.99. However, you can also get it for free if you make less than $100,000 USD. Once you choose your license, download the installer and install the software. Once you launch InstaMAT, you'll be greeted with a quick menu where you can create a new project, open a project, go to the documentation, or join the community. There are three main sections within InstaMAT. There's a materialize section that allows you to convert a photo into a series of texture maps. There's also a material layering section that allows you to use nodes to make your own textures. And there's a layering section that allows you to add textures to your models. This is what we'll concentrate on this tutorial. If you want tutorials covering the other two sections, let me know in the comments section. For this tutorial, choose the layering option. You can name the project, assign a category, and determine the type. The type determines how the materials will be interpreted. Multi-material treats each texture set separately. Multi-material unified allows you to texture a model with multiple materials on one layer stack. And UDIM means you can use a model with a UDIM. For this tutorial, keep it as multi-material. I'll be using a sci-fi box model that I downloaded from Sketchfab. The link is in the description. To import a mesh, you can simply drag and drop the file into the mesh field, or use the pencil icon to open the file. You can import OBJ, FBX, and USD files. This would be your low poly model if you have both a low poly and high poly model. The Bake Mesh Upon Creation option means that the mesh baking panel will automatically open when the project is created. Templates are beyond the scope of this tutorial, so you can just choose to not use a template. If you don't see the mesh baking window, you can open it under the Windows menu. You need to choose a source mesh. This can be the same low poly mesh or a high poly mesh. You can use your CPU or GPU for the baking engine. You can choose a resolution, and you can also choose what texture maps you want to bake. Then just click on Bake. To zoom, you can use the middle mouse button. To pan, you can hold down the middle mouse button. And to rotate around the mesh, use Alt and the left mouse button. In the left panel, you can choose your channels and change the color space. You also have the option of choosing the mesh format. This affects the normals. You also have a list of your materials. At the bottom, you can also add some metadata. You can access HDRI images, which affect the lighting in the viewport. Shift and right mouse button allows you to rotate the HDRI and change the lighting. You also have access to multiple viewport settings and post-processing settings. In the right panel, the outliner, you can choose your texture if you're working on a multi-material mesh. At the bottom, you can add layers. In this case, choose a multi-channel layer. This will give you options to control the material. You can open the layer channels in the lower right panel. Here you can define a base color for the material, as well as options for the various channels. To access the materials, open the graph library in the upper left corner. To use the materials from the material library, search for a material, in this case metal. You can either drag and drop the material directly onto the model or into the outliner. Then repeat this process for the rest of the mesh. This is just a quick start for texturing in InstaMAT. If you want a more in-depth tutorial about using masks and generators, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video about texturing in InstaMAT, then you're probably interested in 3D modeling or texture art. So if you're interested in those topics, you may enjoy this video. Have a good day.